Hello, dear viewer. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got your daily pick-a-card reading. And the way this works is I use my intuition to interpret the cards, but it's your intuition that is more important to this. You choose the stone you're drawn to, and that will be the message that's helpful for you to hear today. All right. Well, whoever has picked this is an amethyst, the purple, deep purple. Let's see what your day looks like. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Knight of Coins. Okay, well, boy, I think this is interesting. So it's sort of like, okay, someone has a hidden agenda with the Seven of Swords. Doesn't necessarily mean it's something terrible or nefarious. It can just simply mean that somebody isn't being totally transparent with you today. I see, kind of like it's going to be a day as usual, right? We have the Knight of Coins. And the Knight of Coins, he's steady and he's doing what he needs to do to increase his security every day. Coins are security, their money, their health, their sources of stability. He's a very stable knight. You can depend upon the Knight of Coins. So it means this is the energy you have today, and that's nice. That's nice to have that energy, to be able to do what you need to do and gradually increase your security, sources of security. That's good. And there's a celebratory moment somewhere here, Three of Cups, and that might be you have a nice conversation with a friend. That could even be going out with friends or having just getting together. But it can even just be some nice conversations, some nice emails, this sort of like this nice fellowship, and you get a laugh maybe, you get a laugh, you get a chuckle. Maybe it's even more fun than that, but this is a nice card. So I think this just is like a kind of a typical kind of day. You don't have a lot of major arcana here, no major arcana, I mean. So this is sort of like, yeah, these things people encounter in a day. But what I like is, so what if somebody's not being totally transparent with you about something that, well, whatever. That people do that. But what I like about this is I see you really engaged in the day, really engaged in what you need to be doing, and that feels good, that feels right, and really engaged in some sort of interaction that's lovely. So that's a good day. Yeah, and I just feel like the other two cards along with the Seven of Swords suggest to me that you're not going to let it bother you, not today, no. So whoever chose this beautiful periwinkle kind of stone, let's see what your cards are. Ooh, the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Coins. Okay, this might be quite a nice day. So we have the Magician here, and that is the power to manifest something. And the High Priestess, but there's something mysterious about both of these cards, aren't they? Those two figures are kind of mysterious. So what you're trying to manifest, you may have a new goal. You may have a new goal. The Ace of Coins is opportunity from Spirit usually for increased health or wealth, health, wealth, stability, security. Opportunity for that being offered. I am wondering if you've been reflecting upon a new goal to increase either of those. And you're kind of keeping it to yourself right now because there's power to it. There's power to it with this Magician. There's power to manifest. But the High Priestess, she's got many mysteries. She's got good intuition, boy. She knows when she's on to something. But her mouth, she doesn't speak. She doesn't speak. So she speaks with her intuition, heart to heart, mind to mind, that kind of thing. But the thing is, so I kind of feel like there's been something kind of pulling you, drawing you to think of a new goal. And it can be something big. It can be something small that turns into something really terrific. But you've got the power. You got the opportunity. You got the wisdom. Go for it. But this suggests maybe you keep it to yourself for a while. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're protective of it. All right. So for whomever chose this lovely sort of amber, deep amber stone. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Eight of Coins. All right, so this looks to be probably a pretty productive day for you with that Eight of Coins. You know, he's working, he's making money or improving his health and well-being just apace. You know, he's getting a lot done. And it's never bad work. It's more like, yeah, I feel good. I'm getting a lot done. I got a lot done today. But these are all interesting together because the Five of Swords is a victory card. But it's sort of like, you know, I'm taking this victory, you know, and I don't care what other people really think about it. You know, it's just time, you know, taking what's right, what I feel like is rightfully mine. So I feel like these are minor arcana, and I feel like in a day-to-day, on a daily basis, it may simply be that you're allowing yourself to enjoy something good, or you are taking, I don't know, you're allowing yourself a portion of the resources. You're allowing yourself a decision that is good for you. You know, you're allowing yourself room in your day for something that will bring victory. You know, something like that. It can be too, though, that you decide to cut something away. You know, you decide, you know, this thing isn't serving me anymore. Whether that is conversations with certain people, or whether that is, well, something with your work that isn't very fulfilling and doesn't do much good for you. Something with the way someone's expected you to invest your time that really doesn't add to your good fortune, you know, you make a decision that's actually a victory for you. It can be small, it can be big, but I'm thinking probably a minor kind of it's not a huge thing because we've got the all minor arcana in this reading. We don't have one major arcana. So I'm thinking it's a minor thing. And so maybe the cutting away is not even a permanent cutting away. Maybe it's just, yeah, I'm not doing that right now. I want the victory. I want the win, you know? The Three of Wands is also right. It's planning. See, these two go together, I feel like. There's maybe more new focus, like, okay, putting my time and energy here is really going to pay off in the long run. I've already invested some time and energy in this. I want my ship to come in, so I'm going to work a bunch. I'm going to cut away something else that just isn't doing me any good today. It's like that. Okay. All right, and whoever picked the lovely white stone, the quartz, let's see what we have. We have the Hermit, we have the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. I like the Hermit. That means you are spiritually in tune. You have the capability of being spiritually in tune today in your quiet time, or even, you know, you might be getting messages from Spirit that you should pay attention to, little thoughts that can kind of flow it in. Sometimes they come into me when I'm driving sometimes, little thoughts like, oh, you know, that might be an angel. It might be a loved one on the other side. It might be Spirit, you know, giving you those words. So this is a good day to pay attention to that. You're going to be exploring your options with the Two of Wands. Like there's a couple of different things that could take precedent today. And maybe they both kind of draw you. But I think you're going to decide with this maturity with the Queen of Swords, you're going to decide to do what's logical. You're going to say, okay, I'm not doing that. I'm going to focus on this. The one thing at a time thing. You know what? Gosh, we lose so much of our energy and our sort of connection, I feel like, spiritually, when we try to focus on too many things at once. And sometimes it is just time to cut away and say, okay, I got a couple of things that I really want to pay attention to today, but, you know, frankly, I'm going to just really immerse myself in one. And I'm going to focus. Because when we're focusing on one thing, all of our attention, 100% of our attention on one thing, that's when we're in mindfulness. That's when we can hear from the hermit. That's when our brain gets a break from all these other little details in the back of it. And that's when a lot of times we can be quite productive, and it can be life-giving. The work can feel life-giving instead of draining. So you will make a mature decision with that Queen, and you're hearing. You're much more able to hear today. All right. Well, I thank you so much. These are so much fun. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.